peace, it's your girl AyChristene, and today I'm checking out a suggestion. I got a couple suggestions to check out storybooth videos, but no one ever really said which one, and finally I saw one. It says I was homeless. This is a storybooth video. I was warned that this will be sad, so we'll try not to cry and see what happened. The link for this video is in the description box below for you to check out now. Let's get started. Real stories animated. Oh, that's worse.
Me and my sisters didn't get along, and I could never understand why. They bullied me, tormented me for a long time as a kid.
Oh my gosh.
They would dress me up like a girl, telling me that I should have been a female so that I could fit in because nobody wants a brother. They would tell me hateful things because I love to eat.
Oh.
They hurt, they teased, they ridiculed. It was terrifying.
That's horrible.
You know, despite my mother doing her best, she was never home long enough to enforce the rules because she had to take care of us. She had to keep us alive and food in the house and a roof over our heads. As the teenage years came to roll around, the once verbal teasing and emotional trauma ended up turning into violence.
Yikes.
Eventually, the violence got so bad that I felt I couldn't be safe in the house anymore.
Oh my gosh.
My mom felt the same way. And she sent me to live with my uncle because there was nowhere else I could go. For a little while, things were okay.
Hold on. What is wrong with your sisters? Like, I know siblings messing with siblings is a thing. Like, we've all done it, right? But to, like, physical violence to that degree, that's next level. It's one thing to troll your sibling, because it's natural and it, like, you know, sibling trolling is not so bad. But this is next level. That is crazy. That's next level.
And then out of the blue, my uncle got evicted, which took me out of a place to live.
Oh dear.
I found myself at Central Park. And ironically enough, this is when Pokemon Go was a big thing, so it was really easy to blend into crowds because everyone was running around Central Park looking for Pokemon, and it didn't look weird for this chubby kid to be sitting down, you know, on a cracked phone, just sitting to himself.
This is recent.
I was hungry. I didn't have any money for food, and I found myself at McDonald's, and this group of teenage kids was asking if anyone wanted the food that they weren't going to eat because they didn't want to throw it away, and they ended up leaving it by the door. I waited a couple of minutes before I took it. And on the fourth night, I was assaulted by a group of people. They proceeded to beat on me until they figured it just wasn't fun anymore.
Oh my gosh.
But after it was over, I took my broken phone out of my pocket and I called my mom. We go about searching for places, and that place led me to an adolescent shelter called Covenant House.
Oh dear.
I find myself with friends, not camouflaging myself in my pain, but embracing it and finding connections. They're giving me this sense of hope, this faith that things can be better.
We're here for you.
I find myself connecting to my mother and knowing that she knows that I'm okay.
That's good.
I found my redemption in Covenant House. And I'm hoping that while I was here, that people have found redemption in me too.
That's good. Oh my goodness, that is so sad. Like, the life that he had to go through and the things that he had to go through. It's horrible, the lengths that his sisters went to, that he couldn't even live at his own home anymore. I think that is like extreme. That is like extremely jarring and wild. I am glad that he was able to find a place. I feel bad about what happened after, like the fact that when he was living with his uncle and everything was good, he got evicted and he was homeless. And I feel really bad for what happened to him when he was hungry, he didn't have any food. And when he got beat up in the park, I just don't get that level of, like, evil and horribleness, right? It's one thing to fight somebody that has attacked you or is doing something to you. I get that. But you just see some kid sleeping on the park and you're like, hey, you know what'd be fun to do? Let's go beat him up. What is wrong with you? Like there's something fundamentally wrong with somebody who's like, hey, I'm gonna beat up somebody who's sleeping on the ground in the park. I just don't get it. I do not get it. It's like beyond sad. It's one thing when you have someone who's sad that bullies somebody else because they're sad, but to physically just beat up a stranger that's a homeless kid living in the park, you're like, oh, that'll be fun to do. I got words for you. I got words for people like that. It's horrendous and it's horrible. But I'm extremely happy that he's found a place. He is feeling, he's found himself. He is feeling like he doesn't have to hide himself anymore. A lot of great things have happened, and I'm very happy for him. And I pray that anybody else that has gone through situations similar to him, that they also find a place where they can be safe and find joy and be able to be themselves and not have to hide who they are because they're afraid that because of who they are, they're going to get ridiculed or physically attacked or beaten. And I just pray that joy and that peace falls upon anybody in situations that are similar to this. But yeah, let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. How did this affect you? What did it make you think of? If you liked the video, check out the link in the description box below and share his story. And if you like this video, hit the like out of that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and follow me on Instagram. I love you guys as always, and until next time, buddies. Toodles!